Hey guys, this is Rockon bringing you guys another 2.1 patch video. In this video I'm going to talk about the Greater Rift trial key. So first of all, what is the trial? So after you kill a regular T6, T4, T5, whatever, Rift Guardian, you have a chance that's equal to the same chance of getting a Forgotten Soul to also drop a Greater Rift Trial Keystone. So as it says, unlocks Greater Rift level 0. So currently there's a bug on the PTR that I'll explain here in a minute. So what the trial is, you go into a map that has wave after wave of enemies. And the higher you go in the waves, the higher Rift rank you start at. So let's say I got to wave 33, I would automatically start with this Keystone rank 33. What this does is allows you to upgrade your gems faster, because now you don't have to go from Greater Rift 1 all the way to whatever your wall is. Say it's 37. So now I only have to go 4 levels. Well, is that 5? Whatever. Instead of going through 37 levels, I just need to go through a few. So the only bad part about that is Greater Rift Guardians are the only enemy that drop loot. So Greater Rifts are not intended to farm for loot. What they're intended for is for you to upgrade your gems and for competition. So competition would be the leaderboards. So here you can see that I have tier 35 Jade Doctor. Currently, if you clear a Greater Rift, it'll give you 2 levels higher, no matter what. So I probably could have cleared tier 36, but since it gave me tier 37, I wasn't able to do 37, so you see me at tier 35, which I think is kind of lame. They should step you up 1 instead of 2, but whatever. So you can see the public test solo witch doctor. Highest is 39. Jade, of course. Jade. Or no, that could be a pet doctor. Let's look. View profile. Heroes. That's a totally different one. Anyways, so yeah. So currently the bug on the PTR is if you start your game on T6 and you go into a trial, the trials are scaling with game difficulty. It's not supposed to do that. I would say T6 is the equivalent of around 28, 29, somewhere in that area. So it pretty much, when you go into the trial rift and you have your game set to T6, you're pretty much going to come out and get a rank 1 Greater Rift Keystone, which is not where you could actually start, right? So what you have to do currently on the PTR is you have to set your game to normal, and then the trial will act like it's supposed to. Don't mind these shields, I was just messing around. Okay, got everything. All right, so we're gonna go into the trial now, so you guys can see how that works. Enemies will spawn in 10 seconds. So look here, you have waves complete, 0, defeat each wave of enemies before the timer expires. So the first waves are pretty easy. All you need is Pestilence. You can use Pestilence all the way up to like 18 probably. So as you can see, wave upon wave, they just keep coming. And eventually you'll hit a wall where you just can't go any farther. The timer runs out. This saves a ton of time. Instead of going through all the Greater Rifts, like I said, You just go through these waves and you'll start at the appropriate level. And this is where I was saying pets are a little slower. As you can see, Pestilence is just jumping around, hitting everything, killing everything without me, without much effort. Your pets, they'll have to go to each enemy and hit them. There's no area damage on pets, except for, dogs and Poison Garg, but they really don't do much. The interesting part about Trials is you could start Trials, with your Jade set, get as high as possible, because it does more area damage than pets, and then switch to your pet build to go into the actual Greater Rifts. You don't have to stay in this build when you actually enter the Greater Rifts. So that could kind of skew your results a little bit. So we're at 12 now. I'm starting to use Haunt more. And the nice thing is the enemies are pretty close together, so when you kill an enemy with Haunt, Haunt will jump to other enemies. And what I found is that usually the trial will start you probably 3 or 4 levels lower than what you can actually do. So it doesn't put you right at the wall, it still makes you work for it. You can fast forward this part of the video if you want. It's going to take a little bit longer to get to where I need to go. It may actually be worth it to use Gruesome Feast here, just because you do kill pretty fast and get a lot of globes, it seems. Maybe not. That was only 1 globe, so I digress. So we're at 25 right now, so if I failed right now I'd have a 25 Greater Rift Keystone. Oh, come on. Just die. That was my Enchantress neck sucking them all together. Love that thing. The S of Johann. Oh, come on. Just die. Jesus. I think there's another bug that even though the timer isn't out yet, it'll, if you're too close, it'll just stop you. I don't know if that's a bug or intended, but yeah. I use Big Bad Voodoo here just to boost the damage. Don't really need Horrify. I'll use Horrify in the actual run itself, because there's no elites here. As far as I can tell, I haven't found any elites anyway. This is definitely the highest I've gotten so far, so. Oh, I got Spirit Vessel proccing. Yeah, I think this is going to be the end, maybe. No? Oh, yeah, that's it. 35, that's pretty good because I can actually clear 35 sometimes. It depends on the density of the rift. But if not, then this is already my wall. And I'll be able to upgrade my gym right afterwards. So the next video will be on upgrading the gym. Thanks for watching.